YouTube. This is so odd. Oh my God. I don't know why God put me in the middle of this. This don't even make no sense. I know why he put me in the middle of it. YouTube, this is so odd. I'm just going to tell you, if you look back at my videos, you will see that I don't touch no stuff like this, but I do touch stuff like this because it's in the vein of what he called me to do. This video is a follow-up. I'm jumped on just sitting here just talking. And this video is a follow-up from my earlier video talking about Kelly Price. Let me tell you, let me go in raw and tell you why I'm so passionate about this whole thing. And I'm going to tell you, too, why I understand both sides of the fence. I understand why the Brat is so upset because you are supposed to be loyal to your friends, to the people that you love. And I also understand Miss Nicci's thing, too. I understand the daughters, her daughters, Kelly's daughters, side, and I understand even her sister's side too, Kelly's sister's side, because I understand all of that. And let me tell you guys why. I am a speaker, life and relationship coach. I navigate women into their true worth, their purpose, and into their powerful, prosperous next level. But I had hell to pay in order to get here. I went through hell to get here. But let me tell you about one of the hellish things I went through that really got me here. I went through the exact same, almost the exact same thing that Kelly Price is going through. That's the reason why I'm so passionate about this whole thing. Let me give you a brief synopsis, the whole brief scenario. I was getting married to this guy, and my best friend, mainly told me to wait, not get married to him. I was getting married too soon. You don't know enough about him. You know, she was just stating all the different things that she needed to talk about to tell me, please wait, please wait, please wait. Just wait at least 6 months to a year so you'll know more and you'll know him better. But me, matter of fact, let me tell you the real hard part of the story. My best friend was a seer, and I know her seeing was correct. And I know her seeing was accurate. I know it for a fact because I experienced many things where she saw for me when I couldn't. When I couldn't see. And she told me about things and warned me and a whole bunch of different things. But this time, when she told me about this particular thing, I did not listen. She didn't. She was so adamant about wait 6 months, wait to a year, wait till you learn more about him. You know, I don't trust it. Just leave it alone for a second. And then if you still feel the same way in 6 months to a year or so, then marry him. She was so adamant about it, y'all. She didn't even stand up with me in my wedding. She stood her ground. She did not stand up with me in my wedding. And she shouted stuff to the mountaintop to people that she felt comfortable shouting stuff to the mountaintop about this scenario because she was so hurt that I was making a move that she didn't think that was good for me to make that move as far as marrying him and doing it too soon. And I was upset. I was Kelly Price right now. I was mad at the world. I was pissed at her. I was pissed at everybody who was talking stuff about me because my best friend was basically sounding the alarm for me because she was trying to help me, because she was trying to save me, because she was trying to get me out of trouble, because she saw trouble coming because she's a seer. You know, let me tell you something. Anytime your loved ones, I'm talking your kids, I'm talking even your sister, even if you're distant from her. I'm talking your friend. I'm talking all these different people who know you to be one way as far as your character is concerned. And then you start acting out of character. And then when you turn around, you start acting out of character. Everybody begins to worry. People who really, really love you, they worry about you. They want to know what's up with you. When you start distancing off. Now, I understand when people need a break sometime and need to go somewhere and chill. That's one thing. But to come up missing in action, to not do, you know, to really be off. And then this is the big picture. Then you got some joker around you. You got some guy around you. They don't know him. We don't know him like that. We don't know who he is. He just showed up out of nowhere all of a sudden. Now he's around, and now he's like stealing your time. He's stealing you. He's taking you off somewhere. He's separating you from your family. He's doing all this different stuff, and they don't know him. Because in actuality, if you anything like me in the relationship that I was in, that I jumped in too fast, I didn't know him, mine either. You don't know him, Kelly. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. The reason I was asking God, I said, why am I so passionate about this? I be way in another lane talking about my navigating women into their true worth, their purpose, and into their powerful next level, because that's what I do. But then I thought about it. I'm like, geez, God is so close to home for me. This is what I lived out. I lived out the same thing. I understand the Brat's part. Loyalty, I understand. Being there for your girl, protecting your girl, making sure ain't nobody dogging her out, and standing with her and standing for her in private. I understand all of that. But I also go back to my videos that I say in all of my videos, being private is a curse, especially when people are in trouble. Because if my people had protected me and kept it private and not sounded the alarm when they saw me in trouble and saw me in spaces and places where they were trying to drag me out of, they were trying to stop me from it. They were trying to do a whole lot of different things, and I didn't listen. But then when you got people, you really, Brat, I understand. You trying to protect her. You being her girl, her loyal girl, and I get that. But sometimes when people are in trouble, in real trouble, and they not telling people, like Kelly not telling people, because Kelly is in trouble. Kelly not telling it. You don't disappear from your family. You don't disappear like that. You don't do stuff like that. And, I understand, if somebody's going through COVID or one thing, that's one thing. But you know what? It's like when you being cared for and taken care of, still the husband's supposed to be somewhere trying to tell him something, her kids something, her loved one something. He's supposed to be giving her better advice. But they don't give you better advice when they're not good. When they're not good for you. I'm telling you, I lived it. I lived this whole thing out that she's going through. And I did the same thing that Kelly is doing. Everybody else is wrong. Everybody did me dirty. Everybody wrong. I fought them tooth and nail. I fought them tooth and nail. And then the same the same people that I fought tooth and nail, I had to come back and humble myself and apologize to, because they were right. We can cover Brat. We can cover for people sometimes and don't realize that we're hurting them. It is best. Strong-willed people like Kelly Price. I see Kelly's spirit. Kelly has, just like mine, she's strong-willed spirit. We're hard to approach and tell us no. And tell us no. Well, you shouldn't do that. That's wrong to be the type of person, people that come in our circles and step on our toes and tell us what we don't want to hear and tell us not to do something when we want to do it. Strong-willed people and strong-minded people, we know how to be manipulative and make you think we fine and everything is good with this man or this person, and then and really in actuality we did wrong. We messed up. We got some issues that we need to take care of, to cover, to grow from, to heal from. We need to face ourselves. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me back then. I'm talking about Kelly. I'm talking about these situations when you need to get in the mirror, when you need to face yourself, when you need to do stuff and get yourself together. So we don't get jokers like this. They won't be able to even get in. They won't even be able to get close to us, next to us, when we do our work, when we built up on the inside, when we strong on the inside, when we know our true worth, when we know our value, when we know our purpose, when we know how bad we are, what a bad woman we are. You see what I'm saying? It's two sides to this. It's two sides to this. It's the Brat side where she loyalty is a wonderful thing. And I commend you for being loyal to your girl, to Kelly. Yeah, that's what's up. We're supposed to be like that. And not tell their business and all that different stuff. And then there's that other side too. Where people say, you know what? Even if it risked my relationship with her. That's how my best friend was. And she's gone on to be with the Lord. She died not even a year ago. She was the one who stood her ground and stepped on my toes and say, I will risk my relationship. And I've been knowing her ever since we were 7 years old. I will risk my relationship with you just to save your life. Her kids know something deep down inside ain't right. Even I don't care how distant her sister is from her, is she ain't seen her in a year. They still know her. They've known her all her life. Even Nicci, her friend, who you saying portraying her right now and telling all her business. If she sound that alarm, that Negro who ain't supposed to be there in the first place will understand that he got to tread lightly. Don't play, because we got her back and we watching you. That's how they did with the one I was with. They was like, yeah, she went ahead and married you. Like Kelly went ahead and married him. But you better get in there and do something like you act like you got some sense. Because we watching you, we going to be on your behind, Negro. You ain't going to hurt her, you ain't going to harm her. So I had to jump back on here and talk about this. I don't even get in lanes like this. And I was asking God, why I can't get this out of my system. I did a video yesterday. I'm just like, I don't talk about people. I don't gossip. Go back and look at my videos. Go back and look at my story. Go back and look at everything, every video I did if you don't believe me. I don't talk about people. I don't get off into people's business. I don't get off into gossiping. I don't get off into going into stories and stuff like that. That's not my mantle. That's not my purpose. That's not who I am. I was asking God, why is this so personal to me? And then I sat quietly with him and he reminded me, you lived it, darling. You lived it, my child. Now get on there and talk about it, because it's a ministering moment. It's a time when you could talk to women and say, come on, we got to look deep. We got to build ourselves up. We got to face ourselves, look in these mirror. We got to get away from so much and put in so much emphasis on hair, makeup, and wardrobe and put our beauty deep down within. When we work that beauty on the inside, it's something to behold. Because it's hard for any Negro, any guy, or anybody for that matter, to get close to us that's not supposed to be there. Because we can discern it. We can pick it up. So I just wanted to jump back on here and talk about this and I'm passionate about it again today. I wanted to jump back on here today. That the reason why, and also say this too, the reason why I said something about it yesterday in my yesterday's video is because it's public news. Not because I'm talking about her. It ain't like I'm telling something that didn't nobody know and all of a sudden I'm telling her business. No, I don't do that. This was public news. Everything they was talking about was public news. It was on everything, on every station. Like almost on, like it's on every YouTube station almost. Talking about all aspects of it. So I just wanted to jump on here real quick. They talking about all aspects of it, on how he grabbed her in public. Manhandled her in public, how she was disheveled after that, and her lips was white, and she had on dark sunglasses. How after that, they talked about the COVID and stuff, and I'm so glad she's okay with COVID because I was praying for her, that God would heal her and everything, and everything would turn up with her coming up back safely from missing or wherever she was. But people talking about a lot of speculation. And they also talked about her having three other guys that she was in relationships with. 3 guys in a, I don't know if they were in a row or whatever. But apparently she had the same type of problems in her other relationships where they were being controlled. They were controlling her and they weren't healthy relationships. And a multitude of other things they covered about different things that was happening. So it's a lot. It's a whole lot. It's a whole plethora of things. And when it's a lot like that, It's something wrong. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Trust me, where there was smoke with me, there was fire. But the good news is when things hit the fan like this, that means anytime a change is about to take place, not just for one, sometimes God will allow one person to be used greatly in the spotlight or in the atmosphere where everybody can see it to change a whole nation of women and use one lady to address multitude of issues so he can heal a whole bunch of women. Because this particular thing that she's dealing with, that I dealt with personally too, is going on everywhere. It might not be domestic violence, but it's emotional trauma. It might not be physical trauma. It could be mental trauma. It could be cheating, being mishandled, being dishonored, being disrespected, hiding, private pain, being silenced, being off by yourself, not having a safe space. It's a lonely place, not having anybody to talk to or turn to. And you got to put up this facade, this front. Acting like you happy when you're not. Acting like you all good and you're on top of the world and you in pain. Acting like your household, like your man is the best in the world when you know he ain't. I don't curse. Visit my website, IamGwendolynW.com. Look in the description. All my information is in the description. Something is hitting the fan. Something is happening. It looks ugly because God gotta peel back that onion, and he gotta get to the dirty, ugly stuff in order for that beauty to come forward. God bless you all. God bless you, ladies, women. I'm praying for y'all. I'm rooting for y'all. I'm coming for y'all. Subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Hit all so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. Please, there's some stuff coming down the pipe that God is using me greatly in, and I really want to share it with all of you guys because I see, like my best friend who passed away, I see more than you can see. Kelly's daughter can see more than she can see. She knows something ain't right. Even the sister, she knows something ain't right. Brat, you got a good heart because you're trying to protect your girl. But you got to get in there and you got to have some conversations with her, some deep conversations, and look her face to face. And don't believe every word she says. Because like me, I acted like everything was just fine when I was hurting like hell and everything was all wrong. Visit my website, IamGwendolynW.com. Let's have a discovery call. Start your journey today, where I navigate women into their true worth, their purpose, and into their powerful, prosperous next level. Let's see what's going on in your life. Let's get it right, because we're not having it no more. This stuff is coming to the forefront so it can be taken care of. God bless you.